Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we'll do the detailed review of the camera on the Xiaomi Mi 4i. So the Mi 4i was announced in India, and this is the first global launch happening for Xiaomi outside China, and this Mi 4i is specifically meant for the Indian market. So it comes with impressive specs of 5-inch Full HD display, Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor with 62GB RAM and 16GB internal storage. There is also a 16 megapixel rear camera with dual tone LED flash and a front facing 5 megapixel camera. So that is the camera aspect. So this device has a 13 megapixel rear camera, and it's very similar to the Xiaomi Mi 4 except for the fact that this has a 5 lens f2.0 layout, and the Xiaomi Mi 4 has 6 lens layout with f1.8. So that was the difference between these two cameras. Now going to the camera interface. So Xiaomi has been known for really great camera devices, be it even the Redmi 2, which is ultra budget device, even that has a really good camera. So Xiaomi devices are known for great cameras, and the interface is very similar to what we saw on other devices, including the Mi 4 as well as the Redmi 2. So we have a very simple layout. So you have the camera button, the capture button, as well as the option to view the gallery. Here we have the option to switch to front facing camera and the enable or disable flash. So at the center you have this option for HDR. So if you click here, you get three options: the normal HDR, the live HDR, and then option to enable or disable HDR. So normal HDR captures photos in three different conditions: the overexposed and underexposed and the normal condition. The live HDR is a bit more lesser in contrast ratios when compared to the normal HDR, and gets you real-time live HDR with the viewfinder. So that was the option. Now going to the option, if you just flick towards the left side, you get these filters. So there are a couple of interesting filters. You can see these options. So these are live, enabled live. So you can see mono, vivid, then fisheye, Japanese, 1970, autumn, indigo, mirror. Lots of filters are available. So you can just click on the filter and your viewfinder will be enabled with those. And you have the option to enable auto mode, on mode or off mode for the flash. There is also even a torch mode which enables you to see objects in case the light is poor. That's the option. Now if you just flick towards the other side, we have the other camera modes, the panorama. That's again self-explanatory. Then you have the timer shot, the refocus app. As we said before in many of the camera reviews, you can once you take the photos, you can change the focus of the photos. Then you have the manual focus mode, beautify mode, and handheld twilight mode to get better colors. So now let's go to the manual mode. So in the manual mode you can see the options available. So we have control over white balance, focus, exposure time, and the ISO as well. So you can see you can turn on the shutter speed or change to the maximum possible. Then even the ISO you can go from auto. It goes up to 3200. That's the ISO option. Even for white balance you can change this option. So that was the manual mode. So you can just turn it off from here. Then you have the beautify mode as well as the refocus mode, as we said before. If you click here, you get the options. So you can see the location information. Then you have the camera sounds. You can add time watermark. You can scan QR codes in another handy feature. Then we have the press and hold shutter button for burst shoot. Then camera frame picture quality can be a high, standard, and low. Then face detection is available. Then the normal set of options available. So that is the camera option. Now going to the video mode, again we have a few options here. So if you just swipe here, you can enable fast motion as well as slow motion. Slow motion is limited to 720p, and if you click here, you get the options. Full HD video recording is supported. Then you have a HD quality and the standard quality. Then you can tap to focus is available. Then the normal set of options included here. You can also do enable image stabilization. So that means the video recording is limited to HD quality. So that was the camera interface. So all in all, this is a really good camera. I mean, a lot of features are included. You get almost all functions. Refocus is there. HDR, live, and normal mode are there. So overall there is a good amount of features including the camera. So the camera interface is very good, but having said that, there is a slight lag here and there when you switch between the options and the camera. There is a slight lag, but we would have liked it to be more smooth, but having said that, that does not create a big issue, but still there is a slight lag when switching between the camera options. Now let's see the front facing camera. You can just flick here and enable the front camera here. So this is the front camera. So again we have some options. So here again we have options. So you can see the beautify mode, low, high and mid quality, that can be enabled here. So if you just swipe, we have the timer option and the front facing camera option. So you can see mirror camera photos, then time watermark, picture quality you can set as high, standard and low. Face detection is there. You can enable a display of age and gender on this device, so that's also included. So overall it's a feature rich camera. There are a couple of interesting options as well. Now let's go to the photos taken with this device. So we have tested the photos, we have tested the camera for various conditions, including daylight, close-up shots, then low light, with flash and a lot of modes we have tested, and here are some of the samples taken with this device. So as you can see from the daylight captures, the camera performs really well and the quality of photos is really good. The amount of detailing is also very good, and the color quality is almost natural colors, so there isn't any difference. It's not oversaturated or it's not even undersaturated. Almost perfect photos from this device. The overall clarity looks really good. Even the detailing looks very good. Even if you zoom in, there is no issues with the photo quality, and the overall clarity of the photos is really brilliant. We would say this is one really great camera below the 15K price range, which performs really well in bright sunlight. The HDR mode also performs really well. As we said before, the normal HDR mode produces photos with slightly higher contrast ratio, while the live HDR produces more real photos. So the HDR also works really well, and the overall clarity of photos taken in the daylight is really stunning for a phone price just 13K. Now moving on to the close-up photos. Again this is really brilliant camera from Xiaomi. You can see that when you do close-up photos, the camera adds a bokeh effects, which is really good, and the overall clarity along with the color reproduction looks really stunning. We would say the colors are almost natural colors. We don't really see too many phones in this price point exhibiting such a really great quality in terms of the overall photos. So overall in daylight and close-up shots, this photo excels and it completely beats the competition very easily because of the complete depth of photos, the detailing and the excellent color quality. Now if we move to the low light photos, again this camera does performs pretty decently in the low light captures. You can see there is good amount of clarity available, although there is noise, but noise levels are not really high for a camera in the budget category. It's pretty decent camera, and in the low light, even with not really that high artificial lighting, the photos have come pretty decent. And in complete darkness, obviously this won't work out because we need the flash, and if the lighting is adequate, it is able to produce good photos without much noise, and the overall clarity looks pretty good. The colors have also come really well even in the low light photos, and we can see this, we can say this is one really good photo camera in the budget category, which has good low light performance. And considering that this comes with a dual LED flash, this is dual tone flash, the flash performs pretty well and is able to distribute the light on the objects, and does produce pretty good shots. So all in all, we would say this device has really good camera even in daylight and close-up photography. This is one really great camera and works really well. Apart from that, the low light images also works pretty decently, although not really the best, because this device is just a budget smartphone or rather the mid-range phone with just 13K pricing. So for that pricing, we would highly recommend this device if you're looking for a great camera qualities from a smartphone. So all in all, we can say this device excels in photography, even the video recording, which supports full HD video recording. The video quality is really good, the detailing is very good, and the overall clarity of the video is also pretty good. So all in all, we would say if you're looking for an alternative to digital cameras when you're going out for a vacation, this is really good camera. This 13 megapixel camera can produce really good shots. Now talking about the front facing camera, this is again what we saw on the Mi 4, and is able to produce pretty decent shots for selfies and for social sharing. You can see some of the samples here. It looks pretty good, although the low light performance is not that good for this front camera. So that was a detailed camera review of the Xiaomi Mi 4i. Hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.